The United Nations Housing Organization UN Habitat is calling for global improvements in urban planning. The agency staged an event here in Washington on Monday in observance of World Habitat Day. The theme, Planning Our Urban Future. VOA's Laurel Bowman reports.
More than 1 million people call the Mumbai slums home. In India, experts estimate 31 villagers will move to cities every minute for the next 4 decades. At the opening ceremony of World Habitat Day in Washington, Dr. Anna Tibaijuka sounded a warning on the threat of urban sprawl.
In the developing world, a combination of rapid rural to urban migration and natural population increase in cities has resulted in a situation where the rate of population growth has outpaced the ability to provide affordable housing, employment, essential water, sanitation, education and health services, efficient transportation, and a sustainable base of natural resources.
Tibaijuka is executive director of UN Habitat. She's also Tanzanian. She says in Africa, rapid urbanization with its pollution and overcrowding is just behind HIV/AIDS as a deadly threat. It's not only cities in developing countries that are suffering, she says, a point echoed by U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Sean Donovan. He says 83% of Americans live in cities which are responsible for 90% of U.S. economic production. In the current financial crisis, these city dwellers are being hurt.
If you look closely, you'll see that the neighborhoods facing the brunt of the crisis in this country, with the highest foreclosure rates and the deepest job losses, are often the least sustainable, with the worst access to transportation, the most troubled schools, and the least economic opportunity.
The UN's World Habitat Day is meant as a forum where experts get together to share ideas on urban planning around the world. It's a subject to explore. This year, for the first time, more than half the global population is living in cities. Rock star and advocate for the homeless John Bon Jovi got the crowd's attention with his call for coming together.
Now, I'm a big believer in what I like to call the power of we. It's an idea that when we work together, we can accomplish incredible things.
Save our homes! Save our homes!
Meanwhile, outside, protesters gathered, calling on U.S. leaders to halt the bulldozing of low-income houses, much like what happened in the Mumbai slums.
Affordable housing! Now!
Deborah Rothrock of York, Pennsylvania, speaks for the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign.
A big corporation came in and purchased the land, and we all own mobile homes. And they've told us that we had to remove our homes from the land by November 30th. If not, they would give us a total of $500 for the titles of our homes.
Moving her home, she said, would cost her $7,000, money she does not have. Laurel Bowman, VOA News, Washington.